Well, hello everyone, and welcome to this webinar. I'm very excited for this webinar because I'm going to be covering a lot of very important information about internet marketing and what's the best way to go about it and the things that you should avoid and the things that you shouldn't. So, I don't like beating around the bush, so I'm just going to get right to it. You want to make sure you want to stay through the entire webinar. Stick to the end of the webinar. I will be giving away five free books with all different types of strategies for how to make money online and how to have success in the world of internet marketing. They are value-packed ebooks, and you want to make sure that you stay to the end to get them. You don't want to miss that. So, just to give an overview of the webinar, I'm going to be talking about myself briefly. Then I'm going to be covering the story of The Man in the Stone. I feel this story is very important, and every time I think about it or hear it, it always reminds me of the internet marketing world. Then I'm going to be cutting through to the truth and revealing all the lies and myths and things you should avoid and look out for when you're doing internet marketing and you're on the internet trying to do this. Then I'm going to be covering the tools that you need to have success, because everyone needs tools to help them get the job done, and this industry is no different. And then we get to the free gifts. So, about myself, my name is Neil Ramers. I also go by Cloud Chief. I've been in the IT industry for 10 years now, working at many different high-profile places, including like Johns Hopkins, Good Samaritan, Catholic Charities, and other places. And I've been doing internet marketing now for 2 years, and I have a do-it-yourself mentality. I like to just get in there and get things done myself. I have no problem going in and doing work on my car. I do that regularly, change my oil and stuff. And even last year, my air conditioner broke, and I don't know anything about air conditioners, and I was able to go in and figure out what to do to fix it, because I'm sure if I brought a mechanic in or an air conditioner tech, it would have been like, oh, you need to replace it because it's a 20-year-old air conditioner, but I was able to fix it for less than $100. So I always have that mentality of just trying to figure out and get it done. And then I'm trying to build a team. The team's called Sky's the Limit, and I'm all about having success for my team, because if my team has success, then I'll have success, and that's always my main focus. I'll get more into details about my team later. So, I really want to talk about The Man in the Stone, and this story, like I said before, whenever I think about it, I think about internet marketing, and this story just relates so true. So, story is, there's this man, and he's walking, and he finds this village, and he ends up going in the village, and it's a pretty small village, and he goes and he ends up finding the chief of the village, and he tells him, he goes, Chief, I have this stone that will make all your food delicious. And the chief says to him, really? He gets all excited, and the man says to him, yes. And he's like, sir, can I please have this stone? And the guy sits there, and he's like, I normally don't let people, use my stone, but I'll make an exception in this case. But before I let you use my stone, you need to follow my instructions. He said, so go ahead and get this meat and that meat, and get these vegetables like cucumbers and onions, get them all chopped up, add these spices, and then put them all in this big pot. And then, at the end, you'll toss in my stone. So then, after they follow the instructions and get all the food prepped and put it in the pot and cook it, the chief is there eating with his family, plus the man who had the stone, and the chief's eating, and he's like, my gosh, this food is delicious. So after they're done eating, the chief says to him, please, sir, can I please have this stone? And the guy's like, He's like, it should have been good enough that I let you use my stone. Now you want to take it from me. So the chief says, can I buy it from you? And the guy's like, he's like, I really shouldn't, because it's such a valuable stone. But I kind of like you, chief. okay, I'll sell it to you. So not only did the man now get a free meal, he's now got money for his stone. So the next morning, he ends up leaving the village. But before the evening the next day, he enters another village. But before he entered the village, he saw by the roadside another stone. I hope everyone got the whole point of the story. If not, I'll go over it. Essentially, the stone was nothing. He made the guy believe that the stone was, was able to make the food delicious. Meanwhile, the guy just knew how to cook. He knew what ingredients and, what needed to be done to make the food good. And often that's what I feel happens in internet marketing in this industry. You'll go, on the internet and be looking, and quite often they'll be like, oh, you need this product or you need this tool to have success. And oftentimes the tool is absolutely nothing and does nothing to help you to succeed. And that's how I feel it happens in this industry, is exactly what this man did to the chief, saying you need this, and it's all just to get money. And I feel that practice needs to stop. So I just really like that story. So I really want to, get through to the truth and, uncover all the lies that are done in this industry, because there's just quite a lot of them. First one that I really want to cover, and if you've been in this industry at all and spent any time on Facebook, I'm sure you've seen this, and I'm sure you've seen it elsewhere. And if you see this, you want to run away from it. And that's, hey, look at all this money that I made online. Look at all this cash, and, if you sign up with me, you can get all this cash and money, and this, I made all this from my business. Anyone that you see flashing cash like this, run away from them. That's just, it's not something that you want to do. First off, you don't know where they got the money from. They could have borrowed it from a friend, just pulled it out of the bank, got a loan, they got it from their job. It's cash. How do you know they got it from their business? Not to mention, it's just, it's really trashy to do that, and it's just shows low class. You really just don't want to be like flashing cash saying, oh, this is what, I made all this money last week and you can do the same. You see anyone do that, stay away from them. You want nothing to do with them. There is only one instance where I can see where showing cash is okay, and that's if quite often they'll have contests, and like the top seller will get, say, like, $5,000 cash or $10,000 cash or whatever. If you're showing pictures of that, like with the briefcase with the cash, and you're like, yeah, I got first place in this contest, that's okay. But that's because it's not about the cash. You're showing off your first prize, which the prize is cash. Now, if the first prize was a Ferrari or Lamborghini or Porsche or something, you'd be standing by that. The point is that you got first place. Now, it's okay to show like pictures of money, or like fake pictures of money, like on like an ebook or something like that, if you're trying to emphasize the point of money. But when someone's like flashing cash and saying like, this money I made, last week from doing this thing online, just stay away from them. It's bad. You want nothing to do with them. They're just trying to take your money, and yeah, don't, stay away from them. Next thing that is a big issue with internet marketing is upscaling and downscaling. Now, this can be okay, but a lot of times it often is just, it's a really bad issue. What it is, when you go and buy a product, and then after you're done buying the product, they're like, oh, you need this thing to have even better success with the product. And if it costs more than the original product, it's upscaling. If it costs less, then it's downscaling. So, while this is okay, the problem comes in when it's not transparent. It's not like you're going to go to the mall or go to Walmart or Target or any other store and go and buy something, and then after you buy it, they're like, and you've already paid for it, they're like, oh, you need this also, and you need to buy this now, so that way you'll have better results with your purchase, whatever it is. And that's just really bad. If they're transparent and upfront with it, they're like, okay, we're going to sell you this, but there's also this additional thing that you could purchase. If it's upfront about it, then it's okay. I don't have a problem with it. It's when it's just done, very shady, and after you purchase it, then they're trying to, get you to pay even more money. That's when it's a problem. That practice needs to stop. We need to stop doing an industry. You're just trying to suck more money out of your wallet since you already bought something, and that's just, bad practice. Another thing, and yeah, this kind of just gets to me, is if you've spent any time, looking around and looking at products and internet marketing, I'm sure you've seen this, and that's like, the price is going to go up for, in a short amount of time, or there's only 5 copies left, or you'll never see this offer again. The whole point of these offers is to try and get you to have like a scarcity mentality, to think, oh, I need to buy now. And that's just really bad. You just don't want to do it, especially a lot of times this stuff is all digital, and it's like, how are they going to have 5 copies left of a digital ebook? It makes absolutely no sense. It's just trying to get you to jump in and buy, because making you think, oh, there's not going to be any more. I mean, I don't know of any marketer out there that, even if they say they like take it down, if you contact them and say you're really interested in their product, that they won't sell it to you, because the whole point is they want to make money. And so I can't see anyone being like, you'll never see this offer again. I even remember this one time I was looking at this one tool, and it was, a pop-up saying, you'll never see this website again. And then I go to close it, and it ended up popping up like 4 more or 4 different web pages after that, trying to get me to buy different things or get my email address. And I was just like, no. And then I was interested in seeing, like, will I ever see it again? So I went back and checked the link. No, it came right back up. So often if you see these things, just, go ahead and close them and see if it comes back, because, like I said, no one's going to not sell it, because that's how they're going to make their money. If it's a good product, it's going to be there. They're not going to, have scarcity on it. And the other thing is, with the price going up, yes, sometimes they will raise the price, but if it's that quality of a product, generally the price isn't going up more than a few dollars. And if it's that good of a product, then it's definitely going to be willing to pay for the money. So anytime you're feeling like, oh, I need to buy this now because it's not going to be available, you need to stop, take a break, walk away, and then come back and think about it, and then maybe do some research on whatever it is. Because you should never feel pressured to buy it now, buy it now. That's all just trying to get you to pull more money out of your wallet now. That's, again, practice that just needs to stop in this industry. And on to the tool part. Everyone needs tools. Back like with the story with the man in the stone, the people that were going to be cooking the food, they were obviously going to have tools. They were going to have, a pot to cook the food, cutting board to cut up all the, meat and vegetables and stuff. And, if you're a carpenter, you're going to need your hammer and saw and whatever other tools a carpenter needs. As an IT professional, I need all my, different electronic tools that I use to troubleshoot computers and stuff like that. Everyone needs tools to have success, and internet marketing's no different. While you might not need the tools, if you don't have the tools, it's gonna take longer. You're gonna have a much harder time getting a good result, and it's not gonna look as professional. So everyone needs tools. So what are the tools that you need to, market your business online? And not just internet marketing, but having any kind of business online. What tools do you need for success? First one is an autoresponder. And why is an autoresponder so important? An autoresponder allows you to build a list. It allows you to take a form, put it on a web page somewhere out on the internet, whether it's on your website or other, websites, and basically you would trade someone some kind of valuable information or product or something for their email address, and then they end up on your list. And once you collect a list, then you have a list of potential customers. The other thing is that an autoresponder does, it allows you to respond to that list on set intervals whenever you want. You could email your list once a day, twice a day, once a week, however you want to do it. You can even send out broadcasts. An autoresponder is just, if you're having a business online, you need to be collecting, a list of customers, and you need to be getting in contact with those customers and letting them know about your business. And an autoresponder is just needed to do that. The big autoresponders out there are Aweber and GetResponse. They're the mainstream autoresponders out there. I used to use Aweber, but I switched to Pure Leverage, and I honestly really like Pure Leverage, and I would recommend anyone use Pure Leverage for their autoresponder. It's just very user-friendly. It offers a lot of other tools, but we'll get into that later. So let's go on to the next tool. A blog. Everyone needs a blog if you're doing any kind of business online. So what is a blog? It's a place where you can go ahead and post your content to a page, and then people can come and view it. So why is a blog so important? Well, people that are interested in your business or your product or even just yourself, it's just very important, because that way you can update the world on what's going on with you and what's going on with your business. It's very easy to update a blog, and also the big thing about blogs are that search engines love them. Search engines absolutely love blogs. It's very easy to rank high in the search engines with a blog, and I recommend everyone have a blog if you're doing any kind of business online. What kind of blogging services are out there? There's a bunch of different blogging services. There's a bunch of free ones, and there's a bunch paid ones. I would generally recommend using a paid one over a free one, because one, a paid one is going to majority of the time be authority blog, so it's going to rank higher in the search engines with less effort than a free one. You can still use a free one. Quite a few free blog services out there are like Blogger and WordPress, and you can just go to like Google or Yahoo and type in a blog and find services out there. The nice thing is Pure Leverage that I use, they also have a blog that comes with their autoresponder. But again, we'll talk about that later. Keyword tools. This is another essential if you're doing any kind of business online. What do keyword tools do? They allow you to see what is being searched for in the search engines, and they allow you to see how much traffic is going to those search phrases, and it allows you to see the competition that is for those search phrases. So that's why keywords are very important, because if you're ranking in the search engines, that's free traffic. It's essentially free advertising. Everyone wants to be on the front page of Google and Yahoo and Bing and the other search engines. By being in the top of the search engines, you're going to be getting free traffic, which is essentially going to be money. So you need to have these tools so you can see where it ranks and how to you can make sure that your content is going to be hitting the keywords that you want, so you're getting good traffic, and you're also not like fighting hard to get in those high positions. Free tools. Sadly, there really aren't any free keyword tools. There used to be a tool called Google Keyword Tools that was fantastic, and then Google went ahead and screwed it up, and they changed it. Now it's Google Keyword Planner, and this thing is just atrocious. I've only used it like 2 or 3 times since they changed it, and it's horrible. It doesn't give you anywhere near as much information as it used to, and it's just harder to use, and you have to sign up for an AdWords account, while AdWords is something that's good for business. It's just, I don't like it. I stay away from it. I have 2 paid tools that I use that are fantastic. The main one is Market Samurai. If you're doing any kind of online keyword research, you need Market Samurai. If you do not have Market Samurai, you basically are handicapping yourself against any other person online that has this tool. And it's so powerful. I'm only using about 40% of its potential, and I am already ecstatic with the results I get with it. Like, there's so much more I could be doing with this tool, and I don't even really need to. Just for what I need for the keyword research, it does so much. Another really powerful tool that I use, it's called Keyword Boss. And this is a very powerful tool. The thing is with it, it is a WordPress plugin. So you need to have a WordPress blog where you can install plugins to be able to have that keyword tool. But the big thing that it allows you to do, it allows you to see social signals. It allows you to see how much or how many Facebook likes and tweets and Google Plus ones are on a piece of content, so you can know how to rank better. Because right now with the search engines, social signals are the biggest thing that are going to get you to rank in the search engines. Essentially, every like and tweet and stuff is considered a vote. And the more votes you have, the much higher you're going to rank in the search engines. If you have the most likes, tweets, and plus ones than any other content, 99% of the time you're going to be ranking first. So that's why it's just a really good tool, and I definitely recommend them. What other important tools? Now, the only other tool that I can really recommend without knowing what your business is would be web hosting and then the software for web hosting. Because if you're doing any kind of business online, you really should have a website. While it's not necessary, you really should have it. And that's really the only other tool I can suggest. There are other tools out there, and there are a lot of other tools that can help, but those tools tend to become more specified. So if you're doing something specific for your business or something specific with marketing online, then you might need a specific tool, and without knowing what it is you're trying to do online, there really isn't many other tools I can suggest. The ones that I suggested so far would be able to knock it out of the park for anyone doing any kind of business online. Any business online really needs an autoresponder, needs a blog, and needs keyword tools. And then also web hosting is nice. You really need those tools to have success online. For the web hosting, I recommend HostGator. HostGator is really good. I've had nothing but great success with them, and they're very inexpensive hosting, and they have a wide variety of different hosting plans. So, before I get just to the free books, I just want to cover some stuff real quick. I want to talk about Pure Leverage, because the nice thing is with Pure Leverage, it comes with everything you need that I talked about in tools except for the keyword tools. If you sign up for Pure Leverage, you get an autoresponder, you get an authority blog, you also get a video email service, you also get an online conference room, kind of like GoToWebinar, which this conference room that this webinar is being broadcast in right now is the conference room that you get access to with Pure Leverage. And you get access to all of that for $25 a month, which that is an unheard of deal. And you actually get to try it out 1 week for $1. So for $1 you can try out all these tools for a week, and then for $25 a month you get access to all these tools. And just to put that in perspective, GetResponse and Aweber for autoresponder, they're $25 a month, and that's all you get. You just get the autoresponder service. With Pure Leverage, like I said, you get video email, you get this conference room, you get your own blog. Just the value there is well on top of that. Also, if you sign up with me, like I said, I'm trying to build a team, which is Team Sky's the Limit. And if you join my team, my focus is to make sure that my team has success, because I don't have success unless my team has success. And I'm really focused on my team having success. When you sign up for my team, you get 3 Facebook groups. One group is all about posting your content. So whenever you have like a blog post or any content that you want to share, you can post it in that group, so that way other members on our team can share it out. You get a mastermind group, so that way in that group we can discuss, how to make sure our businesses are having success. And then you get access to another group, so that way you can ask any questions that you might have. On top of that, I am constantly trying to make videos and put videos out so that way people can have success. Because I really feel, training videos and showing people how to do stuff is really well. I've already made a video on how to use this conference room. I'm working on making videos for all the stuff that's in my ebooks, so that way it's very easy step by step on what needs to be done. And yeah, it's just really good stuff, and I just really focus on my team having success. So about the ebooks. The first ebook, How to Make Money on Autopilot. This is about building websites and getting the websites ranked, and once you have the websites ranked, you're going to be making money over and over and over again, because once people go to your website, they then will get forwarded to another site where they would purchase whatever you're building that niche site around. So you could build the site around a certain computer, and then when people come to look at that computer and they're interested in buying, bam, you get a percentage of the sales. Great ebook. Fast Lane to Cash Online. This is all about list building and telling you what you need to do to start building a list, the tools that you need and where you can go, so that way you can start getting traffic to start building a list. Great ebook, and anyone that wants to build a list or doing, business online should really read this. Blogging Your Way to Success. This book is all about blogging. It tells you everything you need to know about blogging. It tells you what you need for like keyword density, how long your keyword should be, what you need to do to get it ranked. Just everything you would need to know about blogging to get started and have success with blogging and making sure you're ranking and getting money. Guide to Read Before Joining a Marketing Opportunity. This essentially covers the mindset and the stance you need to take if you're trying to have an online business, especially in internet marketing. You need to have a certain mindset to have success in this business, and that book covers it. And then last book, Social Media Syndication. This tells you what you need to do to get your content seen online. Like I said before, social media and getting social signals on your content is how it's going to get ranked. Plus, it also, getting your content seen in social media has an effect by itself, because you can have a viral effect from people seeing that. So social media syndication talks about different ways to get your content seen and get it sent out so you can have the viral effect. So these are all these ebooks. You'll want to go to this website that I'm about to put up. You'll go there, and then you can put in your name and email address to get access to the ebooks. Also, at the bottom of the page, there is an email address. Email me any questions you have about your business, and I will, answer those questions in one form or another. By emailing me on the question list, you will not end up on a list. I will not, contact you on that email address that you email me to, except for to answer your question in some way, form, or another. Now, I might not email you directly, but what I'll do is I'll make like a video or I'll make a blog post, and then I'll email you letting you know where that is, so that way you can, get the answer to your question. And I will also keep it anonymous. And the reason that I would make a video or do a blog post about it is, if you're asking that question, chances are other people are asking that question too. So by making a video or making a blog post, it answers the question for multiple people. So please, any questions you have, feel free to ask, and I will answer them. I hope you enjoy this webinar. I hope you get these books, because they're valuable and tell you how you can have success and make lots of money online. And I'm glad you came here and saw this, and may you have success in all you do.